interview is one of my bucket list for me. One for the bucket list for me. And if you look around me, you will see why I am saying that. He's truly is an inspiration for my small wrestling collection, just 5 or 10, that I will truly hope want to one day catch up to him. Please welcome to the show, one half of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, Mr. Cardona!
Wow, what an intro. Thank you very much. That might have been the best intro I've ever received. So thanks.
I know myself.
I can tell. You got a great collection behind you. A lot of old school guys that I know you did not grow up watching. So you must be going back and watching things on the network or whatever.
Okay, I get Demolition and Axe Smasher mixed up. Is this Axe Smasher one of the halves or Demolition? I know Demolition has spiky bald shoulders.
So that is, I believe that's Smash. If I can, it looks like Smash to me. Yeah, that's Smash right there. Looks good.
I get them confused. How? I also have Giant Gonzalez back there.
So you display your toys, or do you play with them also? Or do you have 2 separate collections, or what do you do here?
Well, funny part is I put them on display for the wrestlers I don't play with. And as soon as my dad put up all the wrestlers I don't play with on display, I started playing with them.
Okay.
It took him 3 days of work.
I bet.
Okay. Want to see who is my most valuable figure?
Sure.
Probably my estimated most valuable figure. Him.
Giant Gonzalez. There he is. That's a Jax. That's not Mattel. That's Jax.
There ain't no Mattels made in the whole world.
That's right. But that looks good. That looks it works out because he's so big. So he's big in real life. So it makes sense that he's taller than the other figures.
You can see him. He's almost as tall. Look, he's almost as tall as the show.
He almost doesn't make it.
If he put a few more inches into his head, done. Sometimes he's a great Khali for me, and he just crushes people's heads. Because his hands are like this.
Yeah, the Great Khali's another big dude.
I don't have this figure yet. Actually, I have a basic, but I don't play with that one. Oh, there it is. We can talk about figures a little bit first.
Whatever. Hey, you're the host.
Okay. First, hi Matt, and welcome to the show. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
So we're going to get to a little. I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk with me. It means a lot to me.
Well, no problem. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be on the show.
Look, you sent the books. There. But first, it's time for figure.
Okay.
Yeah. Matt.
Yep.
Are those 2 belts behind you the only belts you have?
No. I have a bunch of belts. These are the only ones that are on display in my backdrop. Like you said, you gave me that intro, Intercontinental title, U.S. title, tag team titles. I have those all hung up in my office, but you can't see them right now because there's only this in the shop.
Well, you consider me lucky.
What's that?
You can consider me lucky.
Okay. Why is that?
From figure-wise.
Okay.
You know how expensive chases are. AEW, WWE.
They're great, especially those AEW ones. There's so much money. Yeah.
They're also very, very, very rare.
Yes, they are.
Let's just say I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, no, I counted them already. So 15 chases.
That's a lot of chases.
First, here comes the AEWs.
Okay.
The most prized possession one goes last. Last, I said prized possession goes last, mother. First, we got the John Moxley chase.
Oh wow, what is that? One of 1,000? I can't see.
500.
1 of 500. Okay, very
Funny
rare.
thing is, I got like 8 of them.
You have 8 of them.
Well, not anymore. I have friends.
Oh, you have friends in high places.
I'm not going to mention his name, but he's a big wrestling collector as my friend. And he needed one. And I have a big heart. Gave him one.
There you go.
I actually did sell one because the Karrion Kross is one of my best wrestling friends.
Okay.
And the figure just came out at the time. And so I sold it to get 3 Karrion Krosses, meddling puppies. 3, 1 to hang up, 1 for backup. Looking at you, Jody. And 1 to play with.
You need the backup, 100%.
Backup is because of the puppets.
Hmm.
Now, careful. Cody Rhodes chase, 1 of 1,000.
Wow, that's a good. I don't know if I have that one. I think I have the first Cody chase where he's in the Star Trek shirt. This one I don't think I have.
I have one that you don't have, and you have one that I don't have.
Is that series 3?
Nope, series 4.
So then I definitely don't have it because I only have the series 1 and 2 chases. So.
Well, he has 3 chases. Well, no. I was about to say, wait, what?
No, I have the chases from series 1 and 2. I don't have anybody else.
Where are you getting this stuff?
Hey, I have friends in high places too, bud.
I'll take the first Cody chase.
Well,
You got my back.
I have it. I'll send you a picture of it. It's on my wall.
Give me one. Give me one.
You just said you have 15 chases. I got 4, bro. I got 4.
But I only have 2 AEW chases.
Okay, that's fair.
How many years have you been collecting for?
Oh wow, so I'm 36. So 36 years, my whole life.
Your whole no, there's no way you got your first wrestling figure when you were 1 month old, or at least 1 day old.
Before I was 1, yeah, for sure, because they were called LJNs. They were these like kind of big rubber guys.
I've got some. I've got Hulk Hogan,
Yeah,
Roddy Piper, Gangrel, or what? Who's the guy that has the blue tongue or the green tongue?
Oh, George the Animal Steel.
Him. I got him too.
Yeah, so those are the toys I grew up on. And I still have those childhood ones at my parents' house, like in a toy box somewhere. The same ones I played with and chewed on because they were like baby's toys, and I would like be chewing on the fingers and stuff like that.
Okay, but do you have the George the Animal Steel, right?
Yeah,
Do you have his figure of the Legends of one of the first series?
I do. Yeah,
I have it.
yeah. It's those figures are rare.
Send me a picture because I want to see if it's the exact same one.
Oh, mine is like how you have all your guys set up. Mine are the same way, and George is like all the way in the back. So
You opened him?
Oh yeah, I let him breathe.
I mean, the AEW figures, especially Series 1A, are going to be very expensive in the next, 10 months?
Probably, yeah.
So I have at least 1 box Jericho, 1 box Cody, because I know Cody's going to be really expensive. And Mom always says, why are you going to go pick the one that you like when we win a raffle? Instead of picking the one that's real expensive. Smart, in my opinion. I always look up the prices when someone gives me 2 choices between figures. If the one that has the most money, that's worth the most money, Mom and Dad probably won't be able to get.
Right. That's smart.
The one that's less money, because like someone gave me an offer of getting the entrance grade Shawn Michaels or the entrance grade Triple H. Shawn Michaels is worth $120. Triple H is worth like $92. That one's worth getting. We can get that. The $120 is too much for a figure.
Right. No, I agree.
They won't get it. So that's why I play it smart.
There you go.
Why did you start collecting?
As a kid, I loved it. I just loved playing with them. And then, I wanted to have everybody. I wanted to, if you look at the back of the box, you see who else is coming out. And It's hard to explain because when I was a kid, there wasn't the internet. So you didn't know what figures were going to come out next. You just walked into a toy store or,
The new ones.
or Christmas morning or your birthday, you opened up a new toy and you didn't even know it was coming out. So I feel bad for kids like you because you'll never really know what that's like because you can go on the internet and see what's coming out next.
Hey, you don't have to feel bad because this actually happened to me before. I don't look at figures, what's coming out or any of that, unless it's something that I really like.
Right.
Like the Carrying Cross series, look at the whole set.
Sure.
Unless it's Dad, because he looks at figures 24/7. He's gonna tell me and spoil it. But this has happened. I'm like, I didn't even know this came out.
Right.
I think that's happened to me before. Something like, I don't know. Something when you were like, I think. So this was actually a surprising, shocking moment, which I'm getting it.
Okay.
You know that attire that Rollins wore to beat the living hell out of Dominic Mysterio?
I don't know what it is. You have to show it to me or tell me about it.
You know Rey Mysterio's favorite suit that he wore in.
Oh, okay. Yes. The Halloween Havoc style one. Yes.
That one. The one the Mysterious.
Yes.
That one. Basically, he tore the arm sleeves off,
Okay.
wore the pants of it, and a jacket, had his hair tied.
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
That was a sick. I actually think he wore it better than Ray.
Yeah, it looked really, really cool. It's a good little throwback, which I appreciate.
Does it mean to you to have all the size of collection you have after all these years?
Yeah, it's cool when I walk into my toy room because it reminds me of, when I was your age or when I was a kid and all the stuff I grew up on and the stuff that has molded me into who I am. So I love it.
Imagine this. Not walking into your playroom, waking up out of your bed and seeing thousands of wrestlers staring you dead in the eye. And 2 life-size cutouts staring you dead in the eye.
Is that what you have?
I have Roman Reigns.
There you go.
And John Cena.
Oh, you have some good ones.
I wish I can just turn this camera and show you how many John Cenas I have, but I don't think Mom will let me. Yep. Typical mom. But I'll just say I at least have 50.
That's a lot. That's a lot of John Cenas.
I'll tell you why if you have a little bit of time after the interview. Do you remember the very first figure you ever got? I do.
What was
I'll
it?
tell you after you. After you.
I don't remember exactly, but I think it was an LJN Hulk Hogan. That would be my guess.
Mine was the basics. It was a basic.
Okay.
It was a battle pack
All right.
between The Rock and John Cena.
Okay.
We ordered it off Amazon. Finally got there, and I fell in love with wrestling again.
That's awesome. I love hearing stuff like that.
And that was 4 years ago.
And now look at your collection. It's awesome.
4 years collecting, pro at collecting.
It looks like a great setup. I'll tell you
Because
that.
you 37 years, me 4 years.
Well, you got me beat then.
I also have a John Cena box that's from Series 3 of Mattel.
Ooh, early on.
Series 3.
That's cool.
I have only been collecting for 4 years, like I said, but I have figures from LGNs to Hasbro's to Jakks to Mattel. How do you feel that the figures have changed over the years? Which line of figures is your favorite to hunt?
I think, the Mattel figures are hands down the best. The articulation is the best. They look the best. There's the biggest roster of guys. You have old school guys, new school guys, NXT people. Just a great roster, whether you're displaying them or playing with them. My favorite ones though are the Hasbros. Those are the ones that I like vividly remember, like seeing in the stores and stuff like that, and getting for Christmas and birthdays. So the Hasbros are my favorite.
Okay. Mine are, well, you actually don't find Hasbro's in stores anymore. That's really sad. Because I would love to just walk into a store and see Hasbro's on the shelf.
For sure. Like that's why I love going into like vintage toy stores. I don't know if there's any by you, but I love walking into a vintage toy store and seeing them actually on the shelf. It brings me back.
I bought a few stuff from vintage toy stores. What is your all-time favorite figure that you have that is not one of your own or Chelsea?
Ooh, that's a good question. Trying to think if it's in here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the LJN Macho Man. I love that one. He's doing like a pose kind of like this. So it's like he can do the flying elbow with either arm. I just love that one. Macho Man is one of my favorite wrestlers, and to me, it's an iconic figure.
I like the Ultimate Edition Macho.
Oh, that's a great one, also. Yeah,
which I have the Edge from the same series.
That's great too.
Macho Man. I love the Edge.
Edge is so good, yeah, with the jacket.
That's kind of bad on the Edge side. What if I bend him too far like this? Like if he's gonna go for a spear?
Yeah.
His back can whip right off.
Oh, damn.
That's the good thing about elites. They don't go like
right. Right.
That's it. Trust me, I've done a lot of that.
I bet.
Okay. I've been waiting for this. My mom and dad have given me this box, but I was told I had to wait until you were on the show.
Oh, wow. I hope you didn't have to wait too long.
It was like 3 days. And you know how kids' expectations are.
I know.
To open it. Any guesses as to why they said it had to be you because you would understand it better than anyone.
I mean, maybe it's a figure that you had that you lost as a kid. Maybe it's a Zack Ryder or a Matt Cardona figure. Maybe it's the new Chelsea figure. I don't know. Maybe it's a figure that you haven't gotten yet and you've been wanting, and now you're finally going to get it here. Because we can
Mom did a little pose. I know what it is.
Uh-oh.
Walmart bag.
There you go. What could it be?
Mom said careful. I'm scared. I'm scared that little snake is going to jump out of me. You never know what they have up their sleeve. A John Cena prototype.
Oh, whoa. Now that is cool. That's awesome. I love prototype figures. That's so cool.
No, I'm touching this.
That's really cool.
I don't know how Mom got this. She was like, nice fresh one. Nice and juicy. Let's get it for his birthday.
That's awesome. That's really cool. I mean, I wasn't able to get prototype figures until I was in my 30s. Now look at you. You just got one.
How many prototype figures do you have?
I'd say I have about like 20 or so. But it's really hard to get them. So I'm jealous you were able to just get one right here and we all get to see it. So that's awesome.
Here's a look.
Look at that.
Do you have a John Cena prototype?
I do not, but John Cena's first name was the prototype. So that's cool that it's a prototype of prototype, really. That's really cool. Yeah. You're a lucky kid.
And the reason why it's John Cena, though, like I said before, at least 51 John Cenas now.
Well, that's a great, way to not end the collection, but, the most recent acquisition is a prototype. So that's got to go front and center in your collection.
But at first I thought this was just like a custom made figure because it didn't have hair on my Hold up, is that like Hornswoggle's manager a head and John in someone else's body? Wait, what?
That's an awesome figure, though. That's so cool.
Okay, talk about your podcast for a little
Okay.
bit. What made you guys start the podcast about wrestling figures?
It was just something that we loved. We were just two kids who grew up loving wrestling. We got into wrestling together and we never stopped collecting the figures. And we were, we would talk about it amongst ourselves, and we decided, why not we let other people in? Because, whether it be a kid like you or someone our age, or maybe someone even older who likes the figures too. So we want to kind of build this community of all these people of all different ages from all different places who come together over our love for wrestling and wrestling figures.
Exactly. You get it. What is your favorite thing about figure hunting?
When you're really looking for something, and it's heartbreaking when it's not there, when you go to the toy store or Walmart, whatever, and it's not there. But I think the best is when you're not expecting something, if you're just going through the aisles and something's just there and you can grab it. And it might not necessarily be something that's like super rare or worth a lot of money, but something you weren't expecting to see. So that's my favorite, is to be surprised.
I mean, yeah, happened to me before. We've walked in so the editors were supposed to come in the day, right? Series 1, because it just came out. My mom and dad walked into the store because I'm not allowed in the store, COVID restrictions, you get it, right? So they walk in the store. As soon as they get the toy section, the last figure was hanged up.
Really?
So we got the whole series except for Brandy.
That's awesome.
Which I don't know why. Oh wait, no, because it didn't come in. Not someone didn't get it.
Yeah, they didn't ship Brandy to the stores at first.
Yeah, I'm getting really nervous. So how much time do you have left?
It's like another 5 minutes or so.
Wow, you're just adding minutes and minutes and minutes.
Well, yeah, you're getting me, but I do have to go soon. So yeah.
What has been the funniest moment on your podcast?
I think like some of the funny things that happen are, we go to these toy stores a lot and we just film each other buying things. And sometimes we try to outdo each other, like who can spend the most money, or, who tries to steal something from somebody else. So that's always
just
fun.
Like when you did with Kurt Hawkins, there was that one episode of when there was a exclusive, and you were guys looking for the shelf, and you found it.
Yep.
And I actually, the other one that you found?
Oh man, we found so many, so I don't know exactly which one you're talking about.
So it was the lady in the purple robe.
Okay. Sensational Sherry. I don't know.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
And the guy in the blue robe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
He has checkers he has chess in his little intro things.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So, well, Oracle or something. Well, but that's beside the point. Okay. I had one of those exclusives.
Yeah.
But that was when I just started collecting.
Okay.
So I didn't know what chases were or what exclusive were. Well, luckily it wasn't a ringside exclusive. But it was still a collector's edition.
Okay.
So I got that in box, mint condition, and I opened it.
Oh no.
And you know how much money they're worth.
See, I think it's okay to open things. I open most of my stuff. I don't buy things to resell them. It's cool to have something that's worth money, but I like it how you have them all set up and you can like look at all the detailing, you can pose them. That's how I think figures are meant to be displayed, not in a box.
I mean, that's true, because figures are figures. They're either toys or display pieces, not to get them, resell them for a higher price.
And listen, trust me, I've done it before. Sometimes, it's the toy business, right? You gotta sometimes the
You
opportunity.
need money. Sometimes you need money.
Sometimes you sell something to get something else you want. That's life. But
Exactly like I said with my Chase John box.
there you go. But for the most part, I like to keep things in my collection. I like to open them up, let them breathe, I like to say.
Speaking of figures, I actually did a free raffle a year ago.
Okay.
Because there's this group called PWJ.
Okay.
And I'm not going to explain anymore. And they're really nice to me. And they help me with my collection.
Good.
So I had a lot of figures.
Okay.
Put them up for the raffle.
Mm-hmm.
One spot for one person. Not one person gets the whole slot.
Right.
Oh, CWF.
Okay.
And so one slot for one person. So we gave away at least 5 items that day.
That's great.
Yeah, and it was all free.
Look at that.
Because they helped me with my collection.
Well, that's awesome. That's very nice of you.
What is the rarest figure you own? Mine's is obviously
Well, look
this.
at that. I have a prototype of a Macho Man Hasbro. The one that was released came with orange trunks, and mine is in green. And as far as I know, that's the only one in the world. So I'm very proud of that one.
Why orange trunks? Why can't it just be orange trunks as a prototype and green trunks as I saw them with green trunks more than orange trunks?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what Hasbro decided. And the ones in the stores were all orange, but this one is in a catalog, and it's green, and I was able to get my hands on it.
This figure just makes me happy.
Good. That's awesome. That's what it's all about.
Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today. For now, I want to give a huge thank you to Matt Cardona for taking the time to come on my show today. It meant the world to me. You truly are someone that I look up to. Do you have any final words, Matt?
Well, thank you for having me on. It was an honor. You have a great collection, and I'm jealous that you have that John Cena prototype. So you have something that I don't have.
And you have something that I don't have, Chase Cody.
That's true.
I actually have 2 things because you don't have that Chase Cody either.
That's true.
Thank you again, Matt. Make sure to check out Matt Cardona's and Brian Myers on the Major Wrestling Podcast. And Matt and Chelsea are out on the new podcast Majorland whenever you get a chance. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to lay a Rough Rider on that like button and a woo 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 on that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, make sure to always be yourself. Bye, guys.
This is Always Ready, Matt Cardona. You're watching Steven's Wrestling Journey. Make sure you subscribe, like, leave a comment, and watch all the old videos.